Have you ever thought that the YouTube algorithm just hates you, that you're shadow banned, and for some reason the YouTube gods won't share your video? Yeah, I just got off a client call literally seconds ago where the person said exactly that. And the craziest thing is that's not the first time I've heard that theory. So I figured, let me just hop on here, real cut, no edits, just very simple video explaining my thoughts on that theory. Okay, very simple. And I know this sucks, but let me just sum it up for you in a few words. It's not YouTube, it's you. Okay. Ugh, I know that hurts to hear, right? Because surely it's not me. My videos are great. My grandma thinks they're good. You know, my cousin told me, hey, these are so good, man. I love watching them. That's great. They're just saying that. Okay. And you know what? Maybe they genuinely do like it, but they're not your target demographic. At least I would assume your grandma's not your target demographic, right? So what it comes down to, and this sucks, but you need to make changes, because the idea of growing in subscribers is a change, right? It's a change from what your current count is to what you want it to be. So in order to achieve the change, you need to change. And you're not making content for yourself. And if you are, that's great. That's a hobby. That's not what this channel is about. This channel is about growing a brand. It's monetizing your content. It's doing something that's more than a hobby. So you have to understand, you may enjoy your content. You might think this is the best title and thumbnail and packaging and all that, and the next video idea you have is the best thing ever. You might think that, but your ideal target demographic does not. So when you are served, your video is served to that person, and they're like, what the hell is this? You're not growing because they don't like what you're doing, but you're like, I'm making it for you. And they're like, oh, we don't want it. And you're like, yeah, but it's for you. It's awkward. You come across weird, right? If you think of it from that perspective, you're going up to somebody's door saying, I baked this for you. And they're like, no, thanks. I don't like that. I'm actually allergic to that. And you're like, no, but I made it for you. And yeah, it just gets weird, right? So when you step back and use different analogies, it could really stop your terrible mindset and be like, oh, okay, yeah, I don't want to keep knocking on this guy's door and giving him something he's allergic to. I'm going to find out what he likes and I'm going to deliver it to him with a smile, right? That's kind of the idea here, is to take a step back and breathe, because a lot of creators think that YouTube hates them. And I get it, because it's out of frustration and you're like, man, I'm not growing. So like, obviously it's YouTube, because pretty damn good. You know, like I said, my grandma likes my content. But the thing is, why would YouTube hate you? Why would they want you posting on their website, wasting their resources just to basically not push your video to anybody? What does that do for them? Their goal is to get your video in front of people so that you can earn money. Because when you earn money, I mean, look at the cut that they get. They earn money and they need that money. They don't want you posting on their platform and they don't make a dime off you because you're kind of just burning their resources, right? YouTube wants people to succeed. YouTube wants people to succeed. I have to say that time and time again, because you can't keep using the cop out of, yeah, it's YouTube's fault. I don't know. It's the algorithm, right? Like, it's not me. It's the algorithm. Stop blaming the algorithm. You sound scared. Going back to that analogy, let's pretend I'm the guy that's going up to the door with banana bread and he's allergic and he's constantly like, guys, stop coming to my door. I'm allergic to bananas. And I'm like, yeah, but I made it for you. If you were the neighbor watching this happen every single day, what would you think? Would you be like, that guy's insane? What is wrong with that guy? He keeps coming here every day knowing that it's not going to work, but he still tries. If you remove yourself from the situation and look at it as a third party, it will change your view on everything, okay? Because yeah, that guy's insane. Why does he keep doing that? He should try something different. Yeah, you ever think that maybe if YouTube isn't pushing your content, that you should try something different? Now, don't get ahead of yourself. Don't change something every day. You need to actually change things in a way that you can measure them, right? So start little by little, whether it's changing your titles, changing your thumbnails, changing your hooks, and just kind of do 2 videos, 3 videos, see what's happening. Oh, okay, yeah, my CTR is up. That's great. Or wow, people are staying around longer. Or this one got more subscribers than usual. Now you note that down and you continue to make changes in areas that are not ideal. So if I see my CTR is 3%, Okay, I mean, it's pretty obvious. I need to fix my thumbnail. The thumbnail is not working. It's not evoking emotion. It's not giving people a sense of urgency. It's not doing anything that makes them want to click. Okay, title, thumbnail, hook, whatever. Look at your retention. Everyone knows the hockey stick, right? Hockey stick, it starts, looks good, and down, and then all the way across. Everyone drops off. And if you look at it, it's a hockey stick. And you could say it looks like a lot of different things. It's an L because you're taking the L, right? The idea is that if that's what you're seeing in your last 10 uploads, then stop bringing banana bread to the door. Start changing your hook. Okay. I'm not changing what I'm wearing to go to the guy's door. I'm not changing the car I'm driving in. I'm not changing, the person I'm giving it to. I'm just changing the recipe. Okay. And this time I'm going to bring him apple pie instead of banana bread. And that could be as simple as changing the hook. Okay. So instead of being like, hi, my name is Matt Philly. I'm a baker. Okay. I've been doing it for a long time. I learned how to bake from my grandma. Oh, grandma. She's so good at baking, which is why I'm a baker. Did I mention that? Yeah, I'm a baker. Anyways, my neighbor, Greg, great guy. Met him when I moved in because that's how neighbors work. I am going to make him banana bread because I just would think he likes banana bread. So I'm going to do that. Okay. Like that's the intro people use. So now, because we're going for apple pie, it should be like, apple pie. This is the recipe from my grandma that has completely changed people's lives. Their first bite, they stop and say, whoa, damn, that is some good apple pie, right? That is a different type of hook. You're grabbing them. You're calling back to your own story. You're giving people info without saying, hi, my name's Matt. You're like, my grandma made this recipe that changes people's lives. Now, all of a sudden, someone's like, damn, well, I got to see what's in this apple pie. And then you go to the guy's door, Greg, right? And you're like, hey, here's the apple pie. He's like, oh my God, I love apple pie. And this apple pie is amazing. And that apple pie in this situation was the hook. And now all of a sudden your retention isn't, it's still going to go down, 50% retention, whatever, but you can watch it. And then let's say you see different spikes and you see dips, you research. That's the hardest part. A lot of these people that think YouTube's against them don't analyze their analytics, right? They look at their analytics and they're like, oh man, it's 10 out of 10. That's not good. All right, let's make the next video. Like that's what people do. Seriously, you need to analyze your analytics. They're there for a reason. Have you seen how many metrics are available? Seriously, there are a lot of metrics, and no, you don't need to know all of them and you don't need to study them, but you should be aware of CTR, AVD, look at your impressions, make sure your APV is good, your view velocity, right? Like these are just simple things that are available without even needing to filter, right? So just go look at your analytics and learn about it, okay? It's like school. You can't just look at the study plan and be like, yeah, it's gonna be good tomorrow when I take this test that's for 50% of my grade. No, you have to read it. Okay, nice. I get that. Let me come back to this, or wow, that chart's very interesting. I should probably pay attention to that. There's a lot on that study plan that is important. And that's why you're given it. Just like your analytics to your video, it's important. Take a second, look through everything. I'm not saying sit there for an hour and be like, oh boy, like my eyes are burning because there's so many things to look at. Just look at the basics, okay? And if you're confused, you could use vidIQ. I have a link to that down below in the description. It's an affiliate link. You could use the free version. It works just as fine. But if you go in there, you'll get even more info, and you could have it really just like displayed to you in a way that probably is easier for some people to understand. But that's really what it comes down to. Stop thinking YouTube is against you and start doing something to make your videos better for that person. And I know it's such a weird thought, like, oh, the banana bread and the apple pie, but it's really that simple. I'm telling you, don't change a million things at once, because then you're going to come back to this and you're gonna be like, oh, Matt, I changed my CTR idea by doing this thumbnail with this title. And, it didn't really go up because I also changed the hook. And like, if you change like 5 things at once, you don't know which of the 5 worked. So then you end up changing more things, and you might end up changing the thing that was helping and then make it worse by doing so. Okay. So focus on one thing, literally do it for a week, 3 days, 2 weeks. I don't know what your upload schedule is, but just look and see what works. study previous videos, make small adjustments over time. This is not an overnight fix, okay? But a month from now, 2 months from now, 3 months from now, you're going to see things get better because you are actually studying for the test. You are making apple pie. Oof, boy. Actually, I've never had apple pie, but I'm in the mood for apple pie after this. Am I right? So that's it. Again, this is just raw. I know there's no crazy visuals and stuff, but I really do appreciate you sticking around because that means you care about your YouTube channel. And the whole thought of this channel is to keep uploading, not upload more, not just upload for fun, but keep uploading because the only way you can succeed is by uploading. Okay. If you want a free 15-minute audit, go to keepuploading.com. But that's it. Thanks for watching.